Hello everyone and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy of Romnia, and in this video I'm going to be taking on the Challenge from Shiva Chaos quest. And for this I'm changing things up a little bit and I'm bringing along a party of Ultimecia, Serah and Sherlotta with a Kuja friend support and an Ifrit summon. So I figured I'd shake things up a little bit in this one, just because I could have brought Ishtola, but in some respects she actually harms as much as she helps in this one because of how the two Shivas actually work. And if you stun one of them and not the other and you desynchronize their turns, you're just going to be wasting even more turns in the long run, because when they use that HP attack and you get frozen, you can't actually do anything until both of the Shivas have attacked. So I'm bringing along Sherlotta here because her 20% HP damage bonus is incredibly useful, the max bravery buff stacks with everything, and because Serah is coming along, then we'll have all the attack boosts we will ever need, because yeah, Serah EX Plus is finally here, and let me tell you, I have been waiting for that for quite some time. I've been looking forward to it for quite a while, actually, to be honest. In fact, Serah and Rosa I'm even looking forward to more than Emperor, and now Serah EX Plus is finally here and it's every bit worth the wait. It's absolutely phenomenal. So Serah, to be honest, ever since her initial rework and her EX weapon came out on the original Ultimate Shiva event, she has consistently been one of my strongest characters ever since. Like, throughout the entirety of the Cosmos era, in the early Chaos era, and now with her EX Plus she's going to be even more valuable in Chaos. Like, ever since the moment that she initially, well, ever since her rework came out, she's been an absolute monster, and she's been one of the mainstays on my team. Even without her EX Plus, she's definitely been one of my strongest characters because her buffs and debuffs are so goddamn strong. Now, don't get me wrong, she did put me through hell farming for her artifacts. Like, her cursed passives are an absolute nightmare to get, and they have dissuaded me from building Una or anyone else who uses the so-called cursed passives, because I now understand why they're called cursed ones. But it was worth it, and if I'm going to be perfectly honest, on some level it kind of appealed to me. It was like, here's this character that it's totally optional that you put the time into them, but if you invest in building them up, they'll actually become really incredibly strong and probably one of the best characters around in the game. And the kind of the thought of being able to actually put in the time and build her up was very appealing to me. And you can call me foolish, because it did end up, I won't say wasting, but it did use quite a lot of time to do it, but it has been absolutely worth it since, and I cannot complain, like, whatsoever. She's been an absolute godsend. So yeah, in fact, to be honest, if you think about it in terms of her kit, she's got lots of she's got like some of the strongest attack buffs in the game. Like, she's got 100% attack buffs combined. If you take her generic buff from Moonlight Plus and you take her auras and her CS68, and in fact if you include her additional ability in that, her CS65, you even get to 110% attack bonus, which is absolutely, it's nuts. So like, I do not know any other support in the game that buffs attack by as much as Serah does. It's crazy. Not only that, she batteries like a beast on Moonlight. She's got splash damage on Wound Plus. She's got 100% HP damage AoE EX on Ultimate Arrow, as long as the targets break, as long as you break or the target is already broken. Otherwise, it's only 50% splash. But to be honest, out of all the times I've used Serah, I don't think I've ever failed the 100% damage on the EX. So that's really nice to have. Like, she's just really solid. In fact, quite literally, the only thing she can't do is heal. Although I will be fixing that as soon as I get Rosa's EX Plus maxed out. I'll be giving her Rosa's Sea Sphere for the heals. And yeah, granted, it is only 3% HP regen, but every little helps, you know. It'll plug a gap in her kit. So I'm bringing Ultimecia again because we've got two Shivas this time, so running it with running double targets with Ultimecia is always what you want to do, and she's just absolutely amazing for it. I'm bringing Sherlotta, as I've said, because Serah can compensate for the attack, and Charlotta's going to be making both Serah and Ultimecia hit very, very, very hard indeed. And for the friend, I'm bringing a Kuja friend. Now, what I could do is I could actually bring an Agrius friend here, because the delays and, like, or rather the silence and the paralysis would be extremely useful if I was to bring along Agrius, but I've decided to bring Kuja instead just because I want to go for sheer efficiency in terms of damage per turn. Now, the Shivas are weak to Ifrit, and if I sub out Ultimecia for Kuja and I just go Ultima Happy, then we've got Kuja doesn't actually have a generic attack buff, so you buff him with Serah, and you've got Sherlotta here, and whoa, it's going to be some spicy damage. And we're going to need some spicy damage because Shiva's incredibly irritating to fight against. So just quickly go over my passives. Sherlotta's still stuck on the same ones, but she doesn't need that extra bit of attack really. The max brave is more important in my opinion. And my good friend Myth over here actually has a relatively well-built Kuja. He's got some nice ultimate action going along. That's another reason that I decided to pick the Kuja friend. I want to see just what he can do during the summon phase. Alright, so let's jump into it. So one thing I actually like about Serah EX Plus is that not only does she start out with the Unshaken Will buff, but actually if you use her EX, then she refreshes it. Because one of the annoying things about Serah before was making sure you had 100% uptime on this. But as a result, she doesn't really need to spam wound to keep her buff active, which is really nice. Oh, you missed. Too bad for you. I'm not going to waste a skill here either, am I? Am I going to use... no. I'll just HP attack. And let's try to light so we don't get broken. And let's use Protean Swords because we need to hurry this damage along. Gonna have to use wound here. Okay, so if I don't use Crystal Generation here, it's going to be a little bit of a gamble. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and do it because I want to make sure this thing goes into Avatar form straight away. Yeah, here we go. I do not want to be taking that all attack, you know what I mean? So we get to see Serah EX Plus, where she batteries herself based on her own attack. And then her EX is the same as always. It does 100% AoE damage, but it's a very nice version of that because the potency is massively increased from what it was before. Meanwhile, Ultimecia does Ultimecia things. 67% damage. You see what I mean about Sherlotta? By 67%, I mean 67,000. What the hell? 80k damage. Oof. Oof. Gonna feel that. So to be honest, I'm just going to pop off a wound with Serah here because I don't think Ulti really needs the buffs at this stage. Unless I can get turn rate somehow. Which I cannot. That's a bit more unfortunate. So what I'll do, I'll make sure that C gets broken first, or not apparently. Okay, never mind. Looks like I'm gonna have to Tranquil Light here, doesn't it? So I'm going to pop an all advance here because I don't have the buffs up on the ulti. And also because I want to use Serah's EX, so that extra overflow will help compensate. And Serah's doing a very nice 80k to both of them as well, I just have to point that out there. $70k to both, that's cataclysmic amounts of damage coming in from ulti here. And this turn though works out really nice for me as well because I can use Moonlight to battery for ulti and Sherlotta. So they don't get broken. Excellent. So I am going to be refreshing the EX here. No, I'll use the EX first, and then I'll use skill 1, and then I'll use skill 2. So the EX gauge will kind of recharge a little bit faster that way, if you know what I mean. So I can afford to use a wound here because I used Moonlight on ulti before. So it's target B because we need to get B's health down a little bit. $74k damage, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go for another Hell's Judgment here because we've got Serah's overflow active. I'm going to just hope that Sherlotta's going to be okay. We do have sap going, so she should be okay. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, so I'm going to use Apocalypse here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to swap out Kuja and bring him in here. So now I'm going to pop another all advance. Going to summon with Serah and pop a Moonlight, so Kuja gets his buffs up. And let the Ultimas begin. Oh god, oh that's filthy, that's disgusting. I love it. Just look at that for damage. And then we've got Serah as well. Oh my god, Serah with the maximum damage coming out here. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice but to just take this head on. And we are going to end up frozen here. That's kind of unavoidable. And so it's quite important that both of these Shivas take their turns together, because we will end up frozen for all of the turns until they get another turn. And this is one of the reasons that Serah actually really helps out here, because her frame debuff stays on, the goddess is light, and that will just absolutely destroy the bravery, like you see, before they attack. So how are we doing for HP loss? We're doing terribly. Okay, that's fine. And then ulti comes back in. We still need to recover some health though. Oh, oh, okay. Unfortunately, I had to do that Tranquil Light there at the end, because I don't want to get broken. That's just going to kill my damage. It does mean, however, I could have been even more aggressive with Sherlotta, because we still have some crystal generations left, and if they don't die after this Ultimecia burst, then I guess we can start using them. Okay, so I'm absolutely going to get turn rate with Serah. So I can do that, and then this. Oh, oh my, oh my. You know what? Let's go crazy. I think we're finished. Boom! There we go. That's those really irritating Shivas down for the count. Excellent. Not bad at all. So yeah, Sherlotta really helps here. Serah's an absolute terror, as she always is. Always beautiful to see. Ultimecia does what she does. And yeah, I'm quite happy I actually got to use Cujo as a friend in this one, to be honest, because I hardly ever use him, and he did really well. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Alright, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next video, I will say take care and goodbye.